Hi, this is Vicky from Learning Home Volunteers, and I'm coming to talk to you about Spring Has Sprung's activity box. These are the activities that are going to accompany the great stories that Nicole, our storyteller, is retelling about things that grow. So let's take a look at the first activity. What will grow? It's actually a Ziploc bag with dirt and another Ziploc bag that contains seeds, as you can see on the left-hand side. What you're going to want to do is first moisten the dirt. It should be damp, but not soupy, no extra water. You want to give the child a chance to examine the three different kinds of seeds that we've incorporated with the magnifying glass. You can see from the photograph that the seeds actually look different. And ask some questions. Do you think they're going to make the same plant? Different plants? Does the shape of the seed control how big they are or what color they're going to be? Does a round seed and a thin seed mean that the shape is going to be different in some way? And why are the seeds that way? Which end is up? Which end is down? But now it's time to actually put the seeds in the dirt. To be able to see the germination of the seeds when it actually sprouts its roots, you want to place the seed at the edge of the plastic like they've done on the right hand side of the frame, and you can actually see the little roots sprouting. By having it next to the bag, you'll be able to see those roots, and that's the very first thing that's going to actually happen. Then you want to seal the bag and attach it with a set of tape to the window where it'll get light. And now you get to actually record what actually happens. Let's see some shots as the day 1, day 2, day 3 actually happens with your seeds. Which ones do you think are going to come up first or second or third? And record those ideas with your kids so that you can actually begin to think about this scientific process of predicting, measuring, and then, determining what actually happens through the experiment. Super fun, and I can't wait to see what happens with your plants. If this turns out to be a really exciting thing for your kid, we have more seeds. So just let us know. So let's look at the next activity. The next activity is actually seeds in our food. Actually, it's a great way to examine the foods that we eat and see if we can find how they started off as a plant. Many of them actually have seeds that you can actually find if you just look carefully. So we've included a ring that has a set of photographs that have not only a picture of the food, like the strawberry on the left, but a close-up which shows you where the seeds actually are. You can use your magnifying glass with the pictures, or even better, if you have a strawberry, look at it as you look at the strawberry and look at those seeds and see if you can get them off. See if you can look at them more carefully. All of these seeded plants, strawberries, and the things that you see on the right can all be germinated in the home. You can actually get them to grow. And actually, a great extension to this exercise is to grow vegetables from scraps, like we see in the last picture. What they've done is taken things that you eat, beets and turnips and onions and garlic and celery and lettuce and carrots and place them, after you make a clean cut, in a pool of water. And then put them next to the light and you'll see what happens. It's super fun. And all the things that they actually grow, you can eat, which is super good too. That's how fun is that? So the next activity is actually a counting exercise. You'll find in the box some pasta that's been dyed, dice, and a laminated sheet that looks like this. To start the things, you want to start with a single dice. Um, you want to roll the dice and put it in the circle and then let it sit so that the kid has an opportunity to count the dice on the dots on the dice to figure out what those dots represent what number. And then we want them to take the pasta, which are the petals, and place a corresponding number of petals on the flower. So if I rolled a 3 dots, I would place 3 pieces of pasta on the flower. Some extension for older kids that may be in your home is to add more dice. And you can actually introduce math that goes with it. So maybe that first dice represents the initial set of petals, and the second dice that you roll either adds to the petals or subtracts from the numbers that are on the flower already, so that you can introduce some addition or subtraction with the game. Actually, a really sweet little game, and dice games are really an easy way to get the family to do something together, and it's a simple game that everyone can play. The next activity in your box that you'll find materials for are things that will be needed to make a seed mosaic. You'll see a bag of seeds, beans, cardboard, and some white glue. We'll need the white glue back when you guys are done. The white glue is washable, so if it happens to get on the carpet or on your clothes, it'll come out with just warm, soapy water. And you can see in the pictures a lot of different approaches to this. The one on the far left, we see the seeds were actually put in a glue in a ring, and then they used marker to actually color some of those seeds. The picture in the middle was actually a shape that was cut out of cardboard with a hole up at the top, so you could actually use it as an ornament. And then the child actually glued the seeds in some sort of pattern that they found pleasing. And then the last example, we see children using seeds to make letters or spell their name, or even a picture like we see in the kind of lower left-hand corner. Or you can draw an outline of an animal or a flower on a piece of paper or the cardboard, and the child can actually follow the outline to glue their beans on the lines to make something fancy, if you wanted to be able to do that. The seed mosaics are super fun. They're good for the whole family, and we hope that we've given you enough materials for you guys to all try it. It's relaxing, fun, creative, and the neat thing about them was that they're all seeds, which is really cool. And then my personal favorite, the leaf rubbing activity, which will start with you guys going out and gathering some leaves from the outside. The things that make a great rubbing are highly veined leaves, things that have ridges on them but can be laid flat. So bring your leaves in. You want to place the leaf underneath the paper and then tape the paper to the table. You could see kind of the problems of not doing that in the first photo, where the paper is moving as the child is actually trying to rub their crayon over the leaf. If you tape it down, then the leaf doesn't move and they get a really nice image off of that. You can then move the leaf to another spot and rub again, or add additional leaves like we see in the second example, which gives you the ability to kind of create a scene, which is kind of fun. Now the last example is actually by using aluminum foil. What you want to do is put your leaf on cardboard and then cover the cardboard with the foil, and then have the child rub the foil until the leaf image actually appears. Um, a really stunning result. I mean, that looks like that's frameable. It looks really great. We hope that you'll enjoy the activities for this session. Our volunteers who put these activities together for you guys delight in the pictures that you post up on Class Tag. It makes their week, so if it isn't too much trouble, we'd love to see what you guys did with these activities with pictures from home. Thank you, and hope you enjoy exploring spring and all the growing things that happen during spring.